Okay, now what is all econometrics all about? Say we have two variables, okay, your x and y. In this entire econometrics, it boils down to one fact, which is you have put in the data, okay, and well, this data, let me just write x and y for you. And this data is somewhat like this, supposedly, if it is like this, okay, this data, these are the data points which you have, okay. Now the entire econometrics is actually around finding out this best fitting line, okay, this best fitting line to data. This is what the entire course is all about. It is finding out best fitting line to data. Clear? Well, or you can say what is the best guess to data. The entire course is actually all about that. So, well, what exactly we are trying to say is this, that you have a model which is like y is equal to, say, beta 1 plus beta 2 x 1 plus beta 3 x3 and so on to beta and xn plus u, okay, ui. Now y. So this is the entire model. This is the very general form of this model, and you're trying to fit the best line to this data. Okay. Now you might say this, that well, this is only in two variables. Okay, so we are trying to keep the other things constant. Okay. Well, how do you actually get the best fitting model? Okay, now that is and before actually answering that question, we have to answer this, that what exactly all this is going to help. Okay, one is that we are going to learn about theories, okay, affecting the reality. Okay, so I'll tell you what you exactly mean by that, and of course it will also help in what you know as forecasting. Okay, now let me take up a simple model for you. Say for example, yi is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2 xi plus ui. Okay, and I've taken a demand and price kind of a relationship, your law of demand kind of a relationship. Okay, and I have assumed this, that of course your yi is the price, demand, okay, and this xi is the price. Okay, so econometrics is actually trying to tell us, we know it from our theory, that the relationship between the demand and price, according to this law of demand, is negative. Okay, so we would expect this this beta 2, okay, the estimate for this beta 2, I'll be telling you later on how do you actually find out these estimates. This estimate for beta 2 would be negative. Okay, so you would know it from theory, and you would try to empirically test this. Okay, so you would try to empirically test this, okay, whether this is true or not. Fine. So one is that, okay, and this is pervasive. You can test various kind of theories. Okay, you can test theories in finance, you can test theories in any of the other fields also, and you would actually want to test that whether with the data you have, is it actually going to support your own hypothesis. Okay, so we'll be building up different hypotheses, and whether the data actually supports it, and if it doesn't support, then what is the reason that it doesn't support, and you'll have to find out ways of that. Other is of course forecasting. Okay, you would need a best fitting model, because you would want to test the theories empirically, you would want to know about the real world, you would want to test it on reality, and of course you would also want to forecast whether in case if your model is good, okay, that is you have the estimates according to your intuition, okay, that is you have the science of the estimates according to your intuition, your other model statistics are wonderful, like your R square is good and other things, there is no other problem with the model, like no serial correlation, no heteroscedasticity, etc, etc. All of that is not there, then you would say this, that I mean it is one of the best fitting model, and in case if it is a best fitting model, it will help you to forecast. Okay, so you can only forecast with a best fitting model, because the bad model, your forecasting would also be bad. Okay, so for example, the relationship between sales and advertising expenditure. Okay, your companies would want to know exactly that how advertising expenditure is affecting sales. Okay, so you would be assuming this, that is, as if expenditure is increasing, your sales should increase. If they are not, then there is some problem. There are other factors which are affecting sales. Okay, so you would want to do that, and in case if your model is best fit, just by advertising expenditure, you can say that what is going to be the sales next period. Okay, so all of that is needed. So the basic premise is that one is of course the entire course, the entire study actually tries to find out this best fitting model. Okay, and what are the two or three other things which are involved along with this is of course your specifications. Okay, that what kind of specification you have to use. Okay, that is, what is the kind of the specification you will use, and what is an estimation technique which you will use. Okay, now what do I mean by that? Okay, suppose you have I mean your law of demand kind of an example, in which of course your yi is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2 xi plus ui. Okay, well, you know this, that price is affecting demand. Okay, when price goes up, your demand goes down. When price I mean it falls, demand goes up. Okay, well, are there other things also which are affecting the model? Okay, is it that the price only this period is affecting the demand, or the price earlier periods are also affecting demand, that is how many lags you will take? Okay, can you take the reciprocal of the price? Okay, do you have to have an interaction terms? Okay, apart from price, I mean in case if there is a seasonality which is also involved, do you have to include dummy variables into it? So all of these would be answered by your specification. Okay, and then you have your estimation techniques, that is your estimation techniques would say this, that this is not going to I mean OLS is not going to be used everywhere. Okay, so what are the different estimation techniques which are involved? So for example, in case of heteroscedasticity, I mean, is OLS going to be a useful kind of a technique? We'll see to that. Okay, so all of this boils down to this simple fact, that is you have to find out this best fitting line. Okay, so I've just given you a very brief introduction to what econometrics is all about. We'll be talking about different types of data, and how do you actually manage these data, and how do you go about estimating these parameters, what kind of different models which we can use, okay, in different situations, and what are the specification techniques, and hence what are the estimation techniques in order to test these models, in order to run these models, and what is it that we can do in order to have a good forecasting. Okay, so thanks.